Hey guys, I just wanted to make as quick a video as I can on this pretty large build I've been working on called the Buried Keep. This is an outside view of it. I have posted some pictures in the past, like months ago, just kind of showing my progress, but to be honest, I quit a couple months ago because I just got so burnt out on the massive size of this on the inside and actually finishing it, so it is still incomplete, but I did want to come back to it and start working on it again. But I just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys where I am. This is in the starting area. I basically just built this on top of the village I started the game with. This is the first village I ever built. I'm not going to go through this, there's really nothing too interesting with it. That's just a neat little shire, I guess, I don't know. And the idea of it is kind of the lore behind the Buried Keep is that the blacksmith, this is his shop, and this is his house back here. He basically noticed that there was something in the cliffside, and he decided to start digging to figure out what it was. So he started digging through his own living room, and he found a passageway. And through this passageway, he just kept going, and he started realizing that there's an actual structure here. And you're going to notice, guys, most of this is destroyed. If you look at this floor here and this wall, I relied heavily, the entire point of this build is the destruction aspects, where you place blocks and you use your pickaxe to break it up. So most of this is a destroyed, half-buried castle. So it was a lot of work to do this, but you know, through his initial access tunnel that he dug out, he found one of the main, this was a grand staircase, I guess you could say at one time, which opens up to the first room I dug out in the existing cliffside. So this was all rock and cliff in the starting area. And this is where I started, was just going as deep as I could, and down into where the shroud actually stopped me. I don't know how many stories this is, probably 4 or 5 stories, and this initial room down here was the throne room, but I since have moved it. I've created another room for the throne room, which I'll show you here in a bit. And this is probably going to become a dining room. There's no decorations or much detail work yet in terms of that. All the detail work right now is just a destruction aspect. But yeah, this is just kind of a main staircase, like a grand staircase that brings down into what I consider to be the first room. So this is kind of like one of the first, maybe the main gate that would bring you into this castle. And from there, you know, it goes, there's several different ways I can go. Let's first go down into the main room that I was showing you. Again, this is probably going to be a dining room, I think, at this point, or some sort of dining hall. A lot of cool destruction aspects here with the flag, and I use the iron grates to show pieces of what is inside the brick walls, I guess. I kind of made that up in my head. And this is probably the coolest fireplace I've ever built. I love this fireplace. Pretty neat. Again, I can't wait to start getting more detail in here, but yeah, a lot of this is just empty. I did do detail in this little kitchen here off to the side. It's some work, but still a lot of work to be done, I think. I'm not sure if I'm even happy with this, but it's a start. I really like this broken half wall, this busted wall with the grate there. It's just a lot of finagling with the objects to get it to kind of fit in like that, but you can do it. Kind of a nice cool view off the cliffside here. There is a bridge down there. I'll get that in a little bit. That was fun. But yeah, that's the kitchen, dining hall. You know what? Let's go back up. I want to show you what I call. I use these Volca statues for a lot of displays. I'll show you more later on that, but I've been kind of using those for displays. But the idea of this is blacksmith broke through this wall and he kept digging. And he found Alden, the collector, in a cult church, in an ancient cult church, I guess. I don't know, I made this up, but I thought this was really cool. This is one of my favorite rooms in this castle. It's just this half-destroyed church that's underground with the shroud coming through. It's pretty neat. And I have Alden's currently doing a sermon to nobody. Yeah, I just wanted to use him in that way. Thought that was pretty cool. On the back side here, there is a collapsed part of the church, but there's a hole that goes down. This is kind of a tunnel that leads to his ecto chamber, as I call it, I guess. This is where he does his experiments and his cult-like activity. There's 2 ways to go. I'll show you that in a moment up there. But down here is what's really cool. This is kind of a secret entrance into the castle. That is a bridge. Now this little island right here happened to be within my altar build area. This is one altar, by the way, guys. I'll show you. It's all one altar. And the altar just caught. Let me see if I can show you. Oops. You can see the yellow line here. It just caught the top of this island, and because it caught the top of that, I could build over top of the shroud. I couldn't do any post underneath, unfortunately, because you can't build in the shroud, but just to kind of show you the boundary there, so I decided to make a little broken bridge. And, yeah, I'll move quickly as I can through here, but I just wanted to show you that, because that was kind of neat. So this is like the castle's prison cell, and it looks like someone blew through here and found this chamber. And it looks like somebody blew out of the cell itself, I guess. But yeah, this is the castle's holding cell. We'll go back up. This will bring us back up into that main room again, off here, off to the side. We'll go back up here to the main room. We'll go to the right this time. Here we have a bathroom. There's not much detail into it. It's my take at a mirror and a sink, I guess, and a shower. There's a toilet there, some destruction. We have a bedroom here. This is kind of what I've been using as my master bed. Kind of neat. Has a cool view at the back with a destroyed balcony and pieces of the destroyed castle itself. There's some grappling hooks there. I'll show you what those are in a little bit. Off of the bedroom here goes to a really neat hallway. I really like the ceiling here and the ceiling in the next room I'm about to show you. I didn't do anything in these rooms yet, but these are going to be bedrooms. Again, a lot of work to be done here. These are going to be bedrooms. This is going to be a collapsed stairwell that goes down. This is going to be nothing. This is the end of my build area, right behind this rubble here. But this way is my library, which has no lighting in it whatsoever. But yeah, this was a lot of fun building this. There's another Avuka statue in the middle. I stacked 2 of them on top of each other there. No books yet, other than the secret entrance, but I'll show you what that is here in a little bit. But yeah, I gotta do all these books, man, and more furniture and more detail work. This is gonna be a lot, but you're probably wondering what is beyond here, and this is the throne room. I'll tell you what, guys. By the time I was done with the ceiling and digging out this room and figuring in the layout of this and doing all the destruction, I was done. This is when I quit a couple months ago. I was so burnt out, and when I was done with this, I turned around. I was just looking at all the things I had to do, and I just had to step away. Crazy. Let's go down here. I'll stop talking. Let's take a look. Yeah, underneath here, there's still nothing. I have to figure this out. Still so much to do. But yeah, this is my throne room. I love this destroyed wall, especially with the sunlight coming through. Pretty neat. I do need to build more windows on this side. Not sure about this huge tall window. It's kind of dramatic, which maybe makes it cool with the throne, I guess, but still thinking on that. So yeah, this is the king's throne. This is kind of like a speaker box for those that would come out and speak to the public, or maybe even speak to the king. This is kind of a waiting room for the different speakers, I guess. This is an access that goes back out to this area, this room, and this kind of just goes through here. This is not done yet, obviously, but again, yeah, lots and lots of work to do still. You know, those grappling hooks I've got to show you. Let's see if I can do this without the HUD. Kind of tricky to get the timing right. It's kind of a neat way to get around. This brings us to the side of the church. Oops. This is the outside of the church here. And this, you're probably wondering where it leads to. This actually will lead you as a little secret exit out of the church. Pretty neat. You didn't even know it was there, did you? Nope. But if we go the other way, if you were to actually be in the server, and by the way, I do have this online every once in a while. Well, I did back when I was playing, and people would run around and explore this place. But if you were to come through this way, there is kind of a secret here. if you take the grappling hooks this way. Let's try to do it. Oh, I couldn't do it. No. Oh. I'm gonna die. Dang it. Well, let me see if I can off-cheese it. It's kind of, it's not easy to do, guys. But to save myself the embarrassment, I'm not going to try to do that again. I'm going to... Doing this without a HUD is hard. You don't get the prompts for E. See if I can just drop down. There it is. Well, anyways, you're supposed to take the grappling hooks across to this little thing here. And then you come across a secret, little weird, freaky-deaky cave passage. Off to the right here is just a quick access to this balcony. I don't know why I put that there. Just a destroyed room that overlooks this. I don't know what this once was. Maybe this was a bedroom. You can take a guess at what all this stuff was, guys. I have no idea. Just kind of built it as it went. But you keep going, keep digging down, and you start noticing there is another huge-ass room here. And I wanted to make this look like a dig site. So the idea of this, you notice that there's like the weathered block, which is like the main castle. It's more of the modern castle, but in certain instances, if you remember back where I was looking at the church and the ecto chamber, I use well block, and I'm kind of using the well block to be like an ancient structure that's underneath this castle. This castle was built on something else, and maybe Alden is a part of that ancient culture that was, you know, I don't know. This kind of making up. It's kind of fun to think about, but in instances inside of the main castle itself, there are little pieces of well block that are sticking through. I didn't really go through all that detail too much, but this is kind of a main look into that. You notice a trampoline there. You got to take it, right? There's a little trampoline there, and this is the secret. This is supposed to be a book of blessing, but it's not in there right now, unfortunately. But yeah, this is kind of like the secret room. A couple people that have joined, you know, on multiplayer, they have found this. Other people said they couldn't find it. I was trying to, like, you know, try to find the secret room. But that's it. There's a couple rooms I actually did miss, but I don't think I'm gonna go through that right now. No, I don't think I'm gonna miss it. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna go through them, but that's, you guys got the gist of it. It's just becoming a really long video, and it is becoming nighttime, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate your time. Thanks.